Hi everyone and welcome to this evening's stream from, I'm Nathan from Mighty Lancer Games, and with me is my beautiful wife Emma. We are the team behind Mighty Lancer Games. Welcome to this evening's stream. Where we're
You alright?
Yeah, fine. I just thought, like, you know,
Okay.
we might have some new people who wanted to know who we are. We never
Tony.
introduced
Hi, Tony.
them. Hi, Tony.
You are silly. Hi, Sharon.
Hi.
Go on, sorry, I interrupted your strange new introductions.
It's fine. You've spoiled it now.
I apologise, my darling. I apologise. And Vimanakwa's here. No, Vimanakwa, you're not first. You are third. There's no prize though for first place.
No.
Just the fact you're here at all.
It's
We
the taking part that
appreciate.
counts. Taking part that counts. Thank you, everybody who's taken time out of their evening to join us this evening. I will be painting this Grey Maiden from Reaper Miniatures. This is one of the Pathfinder minis. I can hear the footsteps of a little Miss MLG approaching with a puppy. So
I don't know.
I'm going to be painting this Grey Maiden. Now, my intention is to paint her in the style of the figure on the back of the Pathfinder rulebook. There we go. So this is what we're starting with. So I'm going to undercoat her with my favourite metallic steel colour, which is Vallejo Model Air Steel. And I'm going to use that as the basis for all of the metal on the figure. And then we're going to try and replicate this fantastic coloration on the mini that's on the back of the rulebook. So here we go. Grey Maidens are iconic figures out of a couple of the Pathfinder adventure paths, like Curse of the Crimson Throne, what have you. They're a warrior cadre of female warriors.
I'm gonna show me.
Excellent.
Oh, I didn't actually know that you had a potion bowl.
Yeah. So little Miss has just arrived with Gizmo, who has now gone outside with Mrs. MLG, and little Miss is here, and she's going to show off the mini that Mrs. MLG has been painting over the past couple of days, or past day even, which is Sister Hazel, which I believe she's painting for a trio, possibly, for the RCL.
I don't know because I know nothing about this.
No.
Sometimes
Asleep. Normally asleep when we're streaming, or at grandma's. Anyway, so there we go. Oh, what have we got? I can't see the chat because it's on the other screen, so bear with me a second. Vimanakwa says hi. Tony, ooh, cool choice. And Vimanakwa, does she have a name? Do you mean the Grey Maiden, or a backstory? So no, not really. They're faceless warriors of of the realm, I believe.
okay.
Of
I don't know anything about this at all.
That's fine, darling. So I'm sure that she probably does have it. I believe you can like take Grey Maiden as a prestige class. If this style of armor and everything is kind of like iconic.
Vimanakwa says yes. And I don't really understand that.
It's alright, darling. You don't need to.
That's the puppy come back.
So yeah, just going to start with this Vallejo Model Air Steel, which I'm painting on. And I like this because it's really thin and it goes on really, really nicely. And then what I'm going to do is, because on the art it's like a bluey sheen to the armour, so I'm going to mix some of the steel wash that I would normally use with some blue ink and see if we can get the same kind of effect.
Puppy in the camera.
Mm.
Got like cheesy brushes, Mum. Puppy in the camera.
Hopefully you all like dogs and puppies, because I can imagine that our new edition is going to be featuring quite prominently from now on in some of our streams and things.
Yeah, puppy eating mummy's paintbrushes. Puppy eating mummy's paintbrushes. Just sitting on the couch. Do, 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 do.
I don't know. What do you like?
Oh, some entertainment. What's in there? Where?
Make sure you wear him out so he lets us all sleep.
Dad, he was asleep into that.
Puppies are awesome, but like having a small person new in the house is means not many people get a full night's sleep, do they, missus?
No.
Definitely.
Asma says, cute. I wondered if it was a new dog or new to you. Well, we have always had rescue dogs before, and we did go to the rescue centres locally, and we went to one a couple of hours drive up the motorway. But there doesn't seem to be many dogs in the rescue centres at the moment, which was a bit of a surprise. And the one that we thought was going to be a good fit for us turned out not to be. It wouldn't have been fair for us to take him home because he wasn't really right for our family. He was a lovely, lovely dog, but not really correct for us, and obviously that won't be fair on him either. So then I knew somebody whose dog had just had a litter, and we've never not had a dog from a rescue centre before, so this is new to us too. So long time since we've had a puppy, and yeah, so here he is, eight weeks old.
Mom, can you help? He's eating my hair.
Oh, just tell him off.
It's good.
Hi, Goblin Skin.
No. No eating my hair.
Little Miss has long hair, and the puppy thinks that it is tasty.
Yes, Mum.
I'll get some paint on something in a minute, honestly.
Hi, Goblin Squire. What are you going to be working on this evening?
Stop it, Gizmo. Stop it. Stop attacking me. No, Gizmo.
You alright?
No, because he keeps attacking me.
No.
There we go, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. So
Moxie says, can't stop, just popped in to say hi. We'll watch the VOD later tonight. Have a great stream, take care. Thanks, Moxie.
Thank
Goblin
you.
Square says he's working on a Reaper Mini, but is not sure what it's called. I can't remember. He's from Bones 4 or 5. Well, that's narrowed it down a lot.
Mm.
Puppy in the camera.
Yeah.
Cha-cha.
Right then.
You're alright now. Yeah.
I'm alright.
So overall, pretty precise. Yeah, thanks. We can't really help you with that one, Goblin Square, but I'm sure it'd be awesome, as always.
Yeah. Need a little bit more descriptor to be able to guess what the code might be.
Yeah, is purple okay? Is purple okay? Is purple okay?
Is purple
I'm
okay?
asking you. You're the one that's like, ooh, purple.
Did you think Mum was asking me? I don't know.
Yeah. It's very hard to paint with a puppy on your arm. Puppy on your arm. Well, I asked you to play with him and you said that you couldn't, so it's entirely up to you.
Play with him this time though.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm very sorry for my hair.
Because he's alright here if you don't want to.
I want to play with him.
Damn it. I'm going to get the chat up so I can see what's going on.
He makes me think Death Knight or something. It could be anything though. It could be anything really. Let's move the camera back and to Gizmo nose it out of the way. This is, you know, as streamlined and as pro streamer as
Hashtag pro streamer.
as always for us. There you go, mister.
That's it. I was getting it on there. That's alright. Thank you.
It's alright, anytime. So
Yay, Tony's got a hashtag pro streamer.
that's
emote.
Goblin Skin. Oh, look at all, yeah, they're all over the place now, look. Pro streamer everywhere. No. Normally, so can we just point out that normally Little Miss stays at Grandma's on a Tuesday, which is why we stream at 7 because we don't have to mess about bedtimes and stuff. But because the puppy's here, she was too excited. So normally there wouldn't be all this noise and nonsense going on. You're just going to have to put up with painting and a giggling child.
Yeah. So my plan is to mix some of my classic GW blue ink here with the steel wash to get a slightly different coloured wash to put over the armour. Oh,
pro stream, you can't blame the puppy for
yeah.
that one.
No.
Here's my arm.
It's just
let's
my
smack the
blatant
camera.
incompetence. That is, yeah.
Yeah, we got a blatant incompetence hashtag floated around.
No. I've properly raked it out. There we go. We're
what's
back.
it
We're back.
done?
We're back.
Oh, I
Right.
suppose you were looking at your screen with a delay to make that work as well, weren't you?
I was, yeah.
Tony said, do you miss the old GW True Inks?
Yeah. It's lovely. So hopefully I should be able to get something like with this. Hoping that just having that little bit of blue in doesn't disrupt the formula that I'm so used to working over this steel colour.
Is the music alright today? I've not done it too loud, have I?
I can barely hear it.
Well, we can hear it differently to everybody else. So I turned it up, hadn't I, the other week? Because, like you say, we can hardly hear it, and then it was like really, really, really loud, and nobody could hear you. I am just painting Sister Hazel's bosoms. She is thankfully completely covered up. I think it would be a little bit of a stretch of the imagination to have a plague doctor just wearing a bikini.
Yep.
That might be a bit too far. Thanks, Tony. That might be a bit too far-fetched. The mask and a bikini. I'm sure that I read... Oh, yes, a very nice blue. I'm sure that I read somewhere that the plague doctors weren't even real doctors. Their whole function was to go around and count the number of deaths. I don't know how true that is. But that's what I read. So they couldn't really help anybody. They didn't really have the equipment or the knowledge. They had like basic skills, but that was it. And their function was really to go around and Yep, he's gone. Let's add him to the to the old list.
Like a census counter kind of thing.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm sure I read it somewhere, but how true it is, I don't know. Somebody in the old chats may be able to tell me, because we all know that my knowledge is extremely limited on everything.
So, Sharon says, don't know if it's only me, but the stream keeps freezing. I don't know. It's working alright for me at the moment. Right, so she is very blue compared to the picture here, but don't worry, because this is just her first pass. Now,
she's red in the picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna paint all her cloak and stuff red. But I'm just trying to get the colour right for the armour, which is this kind of bluey green with.
Is that blue in real life then? Because on the camera it's not blue at all. Not the miniature, the picture.
Oh right, yeah. So it's like a bluey green shade to the thing, isn't it? Okay.
No, but the cameras don't always pick up the subtle details, do they? So that's what I mean. Is it like a blue hue?
Yeah.
In real life.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and work this up to look a bit more like the picture, and then we'll need a little bit of kind of orange and possibly brown to get in the recesses with the highlights. So while she is drying, because she's going to take a minute or two, although it is pretty warm in here, so it shouldn't take too long. So while she's drying, I'm going to paint some Goblin Skin, I think, is what I'm going to do. Because they're over here on the workbench as well. So we're going to get some Green Stuff World Abyss Blue. Tony says it's questionable as to whether the physicians of the time were actual doctors, a collection of academics, quacks, and conmen.
I think it must be questionable because this one's got like the mask on and some kind of potion, but a handy dagger. I mean, you know, that looks like it's not going to be used for helping people, but more mugging people dying.
Yeah, just in case you need to make sure that somebody gets on their way.
Yeah. Oh, all this gold in my pocket. Oh, you mean that was yours? Oh dear, look, you don't seem to be alive anymore. I'm just checking for spiders, Goblin Squire? Just checking for spiders. Goblin Squire does a stream. He goes into people's houses to just you know, making sure, being handy, being helpful, and oh look, that gold piece has just fallen into my pocket. Whoopsie.
So this guy that I'm painting here, and it's outrageous that I've forgotten his name, but he is a Bakemono goblin for Bushido, but he is actually a ninja. A ninja. I can't remember his name, which is ridiculous. Yeah, because I did know it. It'll come back to me. So this guy, he's been undercoated and sat on the painting table for a little while, so I need to get him done. And then I'll be doing a couple of others in a moment as well. Just get their skin done while we're waiting for our grey maiden to dry.
I knew that bit, Tony. The beaked noses held herbs and spices and mixed to cover the smell of the decay and ward off the plague. Yeah, I knew that bit in here. What's some smelly stuff going on in there so they couldn't smell all the death. Yeah. Plus, I bet it was a bit stinky.
Right.
Where are you going? Oh, okay.
And then these guys are Bakemono boomers. So this is like a weapons team, and they've got this arquebus rifle. So these guys hide out in the shadows. So you magically create like a shadow thing with the goblins. Yeah. And then these guys hide out in the shadows and then shoot your enemies from the darkness with this rifle. And apparently these work best in pairs. So if you get 2 of these, while one is reloading, you can be gunning somebody down with the other one. So they take a couple of actions to reload. So I have yet to try them out in a game because I want to make sure that they're painted first. Plus all of my regular opponents, I think, are currently frightened to face the Bakemono horde. Yeah. Haven't got a game in for a couple of weeks or more.
On Thursday?
Yeah, I'm teaching somebody new. I'll play on Thursday. So I can't just go trounce them, can I? That's like, it's not going to be fun for anybody if they don't learn some mechanics and stuff. I can't just go and annihilate them.
Not being modest or anything there then. I'm so awesome.
No,
I can just annihilate everybody.
No. What I mean is, it's not fair, is it? If you
Yeah, but you would never do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just be careful then, okay? Don't be putting nothing. Yes, he is. He's a much feared gobbers. I don't think you realised quite what they were, how good they were when you first picked them, though, did you?
No, I just thought.
You just liked them.
Yeah, I just thought the models looked cool and I would be able to use them in other games.
And then it turns out that they're actually pretty.
Yeah,
awesome.
they've got some good strategy. He's missing his arm.
How long you been painting him? Hi, Pete. Pete says you got to drink. Drinky.
He's missing an arm. Where's his arm gone?
Welcome, Pete. Nathan's just realised that the miniature has been painted for at least 5 minutes. Hasn't got an arm.
Yeah. Where's that? You haven't been hoovering on your arm.
No, I haven't hoovered it all. I told you the thing that I'd hoovered up. And I'm painting Sister Hazel, Pete, which is a Reaper miniature. And she's a plague doctor. But as per usual, I have no clear plan. What's the matter?
He's missing his arm. And I don't know where it is. And that's silly.
I'm sure we'll find it. I thought you were supposed to be painting whatever it was anyway.
I am, but she's drying.
Ghost thing.
Oh, the ghost. Oh yeah, I forgot about her. Lurien. Well, we'll do this. No, I'll do this blue skin and then we'll sort her out.
Because that's what he says.
It is.
There was no mention of Bushido.
I know, it's just because these were there and doing the blue on the Grey Maiden made me think about it.
So what's this Grey Maiden then? Is it part of a game?
It's a Pathfinder miniature. I've talked all about it already and then you...
Oh, was I outside?
Yeah, you missed it.
Oh, me and Pete weren't here.
Yeah, they're a knightly order of female warriors.
I think they're on the website, Pete. The Vampire Magic the Gathering thingies, aren't they pre-order?
So yeah, pre-order for pre-release next week.
They're in the new section and in the pre-order section.
Yeah, pre-release next week, and I'm going to miss it
Right.
because we're going to be going to Salute
Next week?
next week.
Wow, that's come round quick. I didn't realise it was just next week.
Yep.
You sure?
Yep.
You know, rock up and they're like, no, you're a week early.
No, It's next week, and then the week after is a show in Middlesbrough.
Wow.
Stockton-on-Tees, even.
So we'll never get to play Pathfinder and be eaten by trolls.
Yeah. It's only one day, isn't it? Saturday. Be back for Sunday.
I think you might be a bit tired.
We'll see. I'm expecting to have to be at work at least one day this weekend, though.
This weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Because we've got people on holiday.
So it's the only reason we stream, everyone, so I can actually find out what he's doing. This is it. You lot being here is lovely, and we really appreciate it, but it's just so I know what he's doing. Oh, they look nice. We'll have to wait till payday, he says.
Ah. Excellent. Got all sorts of cool stuff arrived over the past couple of days.
Oh yeah, like what?
So we've had a delivery from Spellcrow with some new releases in there.
Now, what's your favourite?
Some funky new minis. Well, I haven't scrutinised them particularly, but there is.
You must have ordered them.
I'd have, but there are a couple of particularly nice demon miniatures and a giant spider that looks pretty cool from Spellcrow, along with some new orcs and goblins. They're cool. Some goblin mercenaries, I think they are. What else? Oh, the Pathfinder, the Nolz's Wave 15 stuff, that's arrived. Obviously, we started talking about that briefly before Reaper raided us last night.
No, yeah, you were showing us.
I was showing you, and then we got raided by Reaper, which was very kind of them.
But you stopped talking about whiskey.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, you were telling us what your favourite was. You brought some home.
Yeah, I brought a couple home. I would like to paint.
So,
Sorry, I was just concentrating slightly on that bit. So, there was the Bone Claw and the Blue Dragon, the young Blue Dragon, and the whatever that guy's called that I can't remember.
He's on the floor now.
Can't remember his name. This guy and the Night Walker. This guy, this huge kind of faceless demon thing. That thing looks cool. Like a big black demon with this like clear smoke bit coming off his back. That looks awesome. Really like that. Going to enjoy painting that at some point in the not too distant future. Pick them up. Awesome.
Cool. What else?
What else? Spellcrow. We've got some new, couple of new board games. We've got War of the Rings, 2nd edition. That's new to us.
You've got some kind of dragon jigsaw thing.
Oh yeah, we've got some Dungeons and Dragons official jigsaws that have got art from some of the popular rulebooks on the front cover. They look really cool. Got Rise of Tiamat and the Monster Manual. And I think we've got a Player's Handbook one. And we've also got some graphic novels. Dungeons and Dragons graphic novels. They're new. Fairly recently. What else? All sorts of cool stuff.
That's a nice creepy whisper.
Oh no. Sorry, I didn't mean to do creepy whisper. Just going to have a hydrate. Nobody's hydrated me yet. So. Oh, Pete's had a hydrate and I missed it.
I told you. I hydrated when Pete said.
Sorry, Pete.
I can't know what you were doing.
Sorry, Pete. I missed it.
You'll have to have 2 now just to make up for it, won't you, Pete?
Good idea. Yeah, the Spellcrow stuff's really nice. The figures are really nice. And we've got the... for anyone that's interested in playing the game, we've now got all the cards and stuff that you need to make the game work a little better. So we've got those in.
Not on the website yet, though, are they?
No.
Because they're on my kitchen table.
For Mrs. MLG is going to hopefully be adding those.
Well, we'll see how we get on with Puppy Patrol. And...
Over the next day or two. Or the next week. I've also brought you all the new Mantic Dead Zone stuff to add as well.
What's
So
that then?
keep you busy. So Dead Zone 3rd edition is the latest version of Mantic's fantasy, not fantasy, science fiction like combat skirmish game.
Is it a science fiction double feature?
Oh no, but talking about double feature, Wizards of the Coast are doing a Magic the Gathering set, which is Innistrad double feature. So currently this new set that's coming out of Magic cards in a week's time is Crimson Vow, and that focuses on a vampire wedding between 2 of the vampire families
Of course it does.
on the plane of Innistrad. And the previous set was called Midnight.
What are you doing? Because we can't see anything.
Oh, sorry.
on our screen.
I'm just messing. So this is Lurien because the ink still hasn't fully dried on the Grey Maiden over here. So this is Lurien, and what we're going to do is we're going to get a bit of paint on Lurien while we're waiting. But what was I saying about? So they're basically doing like werewolf and vampire horror double feature, and they've got some really cool versions of the cards and stuff that they're gonna like put together in one set. Looks really cool. So if you're a Magic the Gathering fan, that's worth checking out, and that's going to be coming in the new year. Tony says that he's heard a lot of very positive sounds about Dead Zone 3, and it's proving to be very popular. Yeah, well, we've had it, actually physically had it for a week or more, but we just haven't got around to adding it to the web store yet.
Which is why you should always ask if you're looking for something, because the likelihood is it's in my house.
Yeah. So because we had a lot to organise for the show last weekend and the Halloween fun day and what have you, we just kind of got a little behind with adding new deliveries and things, and we don't really normally like adding stuff that we don't know when it's going to arrive.
Yeah, we don't like having stuff on the website that we haven't physically got, just in case something goes wrong, or a shipping container disrupts or whatever. We don't want to say, oh yeah, we've got that, and then we haven't actually got it. So, which is a bit of a downside for us, because some stores obviously say, oh yeah, we've got it, and then you order it and they go, oh, we haven't really though, you've got to wait. And I mean, we could do that and get your money and stuff and make you wait, but that's not how we operate. We like to actually have it and be able to actually provide you with it, rather than just pretending.
Yeah. So, and unfortunately, sometimes we do have errors and what have you, but most of the time everything is cool.
Yeah. If some tea leaves come and nicked it out of the shop, then we might not.
Yeah. That's it. But normally things are all good. So I'm just using some vampiric skin, so I've thinned it right down. I'm just going to put a couple of coats of vampiric skin over her flesh areas.
You two alright? You back again, are you?
So she's supposed.
He's been crying. Does he need to go out?
Gizmo's missing us all, I think.
Are you okay?
or he's hungry. He's a greedy little boy.
He's a Labrador. Okay. Yeah. So I am painting Sister Hazel. So she's a plague doctor. And she's not going to be this bright purple when I've finished. This, oh, you like her this bright purple? Yeah. And her mask looks very brown on screen, but it isn't quite that brown in real life. But again, that's just a first coat. You'll like it, Gizmo. Don't you knock my water over? I like Dickle Chops. Giggling away there. So I'm just going to try and lighten up this mask of
There's a weird mark on the back of her base. I've never noticed that before. That must be the sculptor's mark, maybe, or something. Yeah, no, just tiny little like back to back symbol on the back. Hey, it could be a Robert, like Bob Ridolfi, Robert Ridolfi. It's a Reaper figure, but I've never noticed that symbol on anything before. Because normally they say Reaper underneath the base. Because she's a metal figure. Gonna have to have a check and see who it's sculpted by. Normally, most of the undead are done by Bob Ridolfi.
Pete says, so what's new today?
What's new today? What's been added freshly today?
Loads of stuff.
Mrs. MLG was making a little slideshow or something when I came home from work earlier. So we think we've got some new model kits added today, and we've recently found somewhere different to get some Yu-Gi-Oh from. So Yu-Gi-Oh fans, we've got some a different supplier for some different Yu-Gi-Oh sets, which is very cool. Or new Yu-Gi-Oh sets, because our regular supplier has completely sold out because there was a pre-release kind of event for Yu-Gi-Oh at the weekend, and we managed to completely sell through our stock at that point rather than it lasting us any longer. And we didn't have loads and loads, but we had enough for everybody that came, so that was cool. But then we can't get hold of any more. So fortunately, I managed to get some more from a different wholesale. Excellent. Oh, I'm on red wine this evening for me. Red wine. Well, I went to a local supermarket to get some stuff for tea, and while I was there, I saw that they do a fantastic value meal for two for £10, where you get a.
Probably says you've got to hydrate and you need red wine.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had red wine. I've got lemonade. You can get yourself drinks. So you've still got to decide when you're going to do your pod stream with your rum.
Oh yeah.
I suppose you're doing all these shows. It's not going to be soon, is it?
No, we'll get the shows out of the way and then we'll because we've got.
Yes, we know Tony. Tony says he got some Yu-Gi-Oh cards as a present. It's a Christmas present.
Yeah, that's one of the newest sets, I think. So we've got
Reese and Ryan, I believe, in the shop who are our Yu-Gi-Oh experts. So if you ever need any information, Reese is also the in charge guy on Discord. So I think is he Rizu or something like that. When things
Rizu.
go wrong and stuff, that's who we have to tag in the Discord. So if you ever have any questions about Yu-Gi-Oh or anything, or want to know some more stuff, there is Yu-Gi-Oh chat on Discord, and also Reese will be able to help you out. Friendly little Reese knows all about Yu-Gi-Oh. Me and Mister don't know as much about. I know absolutely nothing, but Mister doesn't know much about Yu-Gi-Oh as some other stuff. Do you? You're more of a Magic player.
Yeah. Yeah. Right then, so we want the light to be coming from that angle, so we're going to dry brush it down like that. And then what I'm going to do, so once I've got this bit of bright silver back over the top.
Oh, that's like Little Miss, Tony. Tony says that Ed doesn't play. Just like selecting the cards. Yeah, Little Miss has got Magic the Gathering cards, Pokemon cards, some other random Warhammer game thing.
Warhammer Champions.
Warhammer Champions, just like selecting the cards. She's got folders full of other things. Unfortunately, she hasn't got any valuable ones. That'd be cool. Oh, let's just look through your collection. Oh, look at that very expensive card. No, she's just got all the pretty ones that she likes to look at.
Right. So we're going to have a beam of light down, straight down there like that. Okay. And then I'm going to use a little bit of brown in there as well in a minute. Give this silver a chance to dry fully before we do anything else with that.
Pete says, Reese not very good with paints. What do you mean, Pete? Were you trying to ask his expertise on something? Yeah, each member of staff in the shop has a particular expertise that the others maybe know a little about, but not quite as much. So Dan's quite up on his board games, and Reese and Ryan are quite up on the card games, and then Dave's quite good with his historical things, and David's good with his Dungeons and Dragons and role-playing games. They all have base knowledge of everything, but those are the expertise that they have.
Yeah.
And of course, Nathan knows everything about everything.
Yeah, if only.
No one else was free, so I had to use Reese. Oh, that doesn't sound very nice, Pete. But did you find what you were looking for?
It's just occurred to me that I've got the wrong glasses on.
Well, it's a bit late now.
I know.
We've got 15 minutes and then we're going to go and watch Hamish's probably a lot calmer, no kid running around, no dog interrupting stream. So what you on with now then? There's some more boobs. You like painting boobs?
No, she's got a corset on. She's got a corset on. I just blathered like the flesh colour all over her front. She's a ghost.
She's a ghost, is she?
Yeah, I did think about painting the whole thing in like a spectral glow type colour.
But you didn't want to.
But then I thought, well, that's kind of just being a bit lazy.
Oh.
Really, it's a nice figure. Another one of these nice figures that I've wanted to paint for a long time. That I thought that really I should probably try and do a better job than just whacking a bit of
No, that's fine. Yeah.
gloom colour on it.
That's what I thought. Goblin Squire says. I don't have a kid or a dog, so if one starts running around here, it could be very disruptive. That's what I thought. Yes. Like we were saying earlier, this isn't a normal Tuesday occurrence.
No.
Little Miss likes to spend the night at Grandma's on a Tuesday, Grandma and Granddad, because she don't get to see them as much as us, obviously. So normally it will be a quieter affair.
Don't know what she's doing now.
I don't know. She'll be back in a minute. All you can hear her shouting is Gizmo, Gizmo. If you don't know his name by the end of this week, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we have only had him for 2 days.
He's doing amazing as well.
I mean, that's why she's excited.
Alright. They're coming back.
Maybe we should have had a counter like on your Skyrim
Yeah.
stream. Hello, you two. Just play with his toys in here. He's annoying you now, is he? Why is he annoying you? Where are you going? Oh, you just leave it? Oh, okay. Abandoned.
Charming. Are you going to bed then?
Alright, well you can tell us all about your painting, Daddy. I'm sure nobody really cares about our family.
No. So, so this ghost figure, Lurien, I've wanted to paint ever since we first started stocking the Reaper metals. And I saw it and I thought, like, that looks like a cool figure. I'd like to paint that sometime. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to...
That's what you're doing. Well, that makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I'm going to paint her... I don't know, it seems like I paint everything red and purple and blue, but...
But that's what colour you're going to paint.
That's what colour I'm going to paint her.
Red and purple and blue.
Yeah, red and...
Did you say?
Yeah, I think so. Or red and purple, at least. I envisage her a bit like a vampire. Even though she's a ghost.
So what do you mean?
Well,
a bit like a vampire, even though she's a ghost.
well, she's got this kind of floating stance, hasn't she? Which I realise is because she's a ghost, but also like she's kind of rising up, ready to leap on her victim, as if she was a vampire. You see? So that's
Okay.
okay.
As long as you're happy.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. So what I'm thinking is that I'm gonna go like red up here,
Right.
like that, and then because she's got all like almost like
That looks nice. Is that your dragon red again?
yeah, so she's got like almost bat wings going on. This is another reason why I think she looks a bit like a vampire, because the way that this cloth is draped across her arms looks a bit like bat wings. So I'm going to go for red up to there in a kind of triangular-y pattern like that, and then I'm going to do a very, very dark purple, almost black at the top, so it kind of, when you first look at it, it looks as though she's kind of got the bat wings going on.
That sounds like a cool idea.
I saw that sweet nose, says Hamish.
Yeah, I'm currently attempting to paint with a puppy on my hands. That's what's happening over here.
And Tony says, I think we all have our go-to regular colours that we can use more often than we should, Nathan. I certainly do. Yes, I very rarely use green.
Whereas
So-
I really like green.
So
I
I'm
always seem to paint green cloaks.
going to challenge myself soon to get this bust finished, this orc bust, so I have to paint green.
you might do that tomorrow.
I might. Yeah, I've got. In fact, I think that's what I will do because I'm painting loads of purple and things. So I've got this Spellcrow orc bust to do here, which I done the base on a little while ago. So I think we might work on him tomorrow night. Might have to dust him first. What's going on?
Not a lot of painting. That's what's going on. So yesterday, Gizmo was fast asleep, and you all said, "Oh no, Puppy's asleep." And I said, "Oh, he'll probably be awake tomorrow." And now he's awake, and I can't paint. Did you just show the bust off?
I did. Yeah, so I made a little start on it a little while ago, or made a start on it a little while ago, and that's as far as I got. So we're gonna try and do a bit of work on that tomorrow night.
So was that a Spellcrow one?
That's the Spellcrow one. Orc bust. Did you ever paint your pumpkin guy bust?
No. He's in the cupboard with Hellboy. Going. Dog hair on miniature now. Going. You're not gonna paint me? Right. No. Not yet. What?
No. Just the. Are you gonna paint me? No, not yet. Because we've all got far too many things, haven't we?
I ain't got that many. I ain't got as many as you. I ain't got a complete shop, garage, and house worth. I've got 2 tiny cardboard boxes in a kitchen cupboard.
Earlier on, I saw your post that you had put on, which was a picture of Gizmo saying, like, "Dad, Mum, when is Dad gonna stop bringing miniatures home?" And I saw it as I was going back to get the car, so I could put the boxes full of stuff that I brought home today in the car, and I was going to reply saying, like, well, yeah, well, actually, I'm just bringing like 2 more boxes full of miniatures home, so yeah, not yet. Yeah, Dead Zone and Spellcrow.
Goblin Squire's computer's just crashed, but as you say, Goblin Squire, better than in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
My dad was cutting our tree today in the back garden, because he's very nice like that. And all of a sudden I was typing away on my computer, adding some Vallejo paint, and everything went off, and all the electric went off in the house, and he had cut through the hedge cutter wire whilst hedge cutting. He is fine, by the way, but yeah, all the electric went. So now like the oven clock's flashing and everything, because they don't like that, do they, when they get switched on. So yes, better than in 10 minutes. You are correct. Sorry, darling, did I disrupt you again? I seem to do that all the time. I apologize.
Always talking over me. I don't know why I bother.
I'm very sorry. Because I see stuff in chat and you don't look at chat, even though it's.
I was looking. I can't remember what I was talking about.
I do apologise.
It's not important.
Yes, Crafty. He does it all the time. You think he'd have learnt by now after all these years. But he thought it had just tripped in garage and he wasn't going to tell me. But I was like, all the electric's gone off in the house. I was like, oh, yeah, that was me. But yes, he's fine. He's fine. What's up?
No, sorry. I was thinking about the last time I did it, when I was cutting the hedge in the front.
Everybody's doing it. This isn't helping, is it? You're moving the camera now. Keep on there. Fireworks.
Oh yeah, they can go away.
I like the colours of fireworks, but I do wish that they would just be silent things. I don't see why they have to be loud and bangy.
I used to love them when I was a kid. When we used to,
Now we're old and grumpy.
yeah, at my parents' house, we used to live down a lane, and the lane was in the square of four. Right, so the house and the gardens were in the square of 4 streets. So one of our neighbours lived on one of these streets, obviously, but he was a regular at the pub, which was at the bottom of the lane. So, yeah, and so what happened was the guys from the pub asked if they could come and have a bonfire in my parents' garden, which was cool. So we used to get a barbecue, and everybody used to put a bit of money in, and we used to get like good fireworks, like proper display quality fireworks. And one of the guys used to go to a place that was a wholesalers for display stuff, and we used to have these massive things that were like mortars, so you had to dig them into the ground, and they were awesome. Fantastic, like airburst things. Fantastic. Excuse me. And it was great. And when one of these massive mortar type fireworks went off, we used to set the car alarms off for streets around.
Come on, you've only got 3 minutes for this story. You just said,
No.
I just said how like it's really bad for the environment and dogs and everything, and you're telling me that you used to blow stuff up as loud as humanly possible, and it was awesome.
It was
Is that what you're saying?
It was awesome, yeah, it was awesome. But now I'm an adult and I've grown out of it.
Oh, now he's sulking because I'm cutting him off again.
Yep. Don't know why I bother. Just
Don't eat that.
no point me having a microphone over here.
Oh,
Just,
I am sorry, sweetheart.
it's fine. Absolutely fine.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to spoil your childhood memories of exploding people's back gardens.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's just going to be quiet, everybody. He's going to be quiet now for 2 minutes.
Yeah, you've got to learn.
I don't know.
What?
I'll be using these tapes in the divorce case. Is that your secret plan why we really stream now? So that you can get all this evidence against me. Look
No.
how mean she is to me.
Streaming was your brainchild, my darling.
Yes, you were implicit in the gunpowder plot.
Yeah, we did used to have a lot of fun. It was good. And now, very rightly so, they've made it so that you can't buy those kind of fireworks anymore unless you are an official event organizer, and for all the right safety reasons.
Not just some people in your back garden.
Yeah, not just some people in the back garden.
See, I've never really liked fireworks. Anyway, I've never really been a massive fan. So
No,
maybe that's why I'm a bit more grumpy about it.
Yeah. Well, like you say, I think you are right that the colourful effects and stuff are fantastic, aren't they? But and the things that they can do with them, but in terms of loud bangs and all the rest of it, it's probably a bit unnecessary.
We'll see you in a minute, Goblin Skin.
See you soon.
Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? How is this helping me? How am I supposed to paint anything?
Need to do that bit.
I don't know.
If I can get this bit of cloak done before we go over to Goblin Squire,
To
even
the
just
more tame and well organised stream.
yeah.
Has anybody
Even
else ever tried to paint whilst the dog bites the end of the paintbrush? I mean, just wondering.
what else is supposed to be red? Or Yeah, she's got like these wrappings on her arms.
Right, we better say thank you very much, everybody. I'm very, very sorry about the complete chaos that was our stream, but this is as far as I've got tonight with Sister Hazel, and Gizmo is now eating the bottom of the paint handle. So we're gonna head over to see Goblin Squire and him very calmly painting miniatures in a normal fashion. And that looks really, really good, sweetie. I hadn't seen yours yet. That looks absolutely awesome. I really like that.
That's where we're up to so far.
That's really good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming and being part of this chaos. And we will see you, hopefully, if I'm allowed to click the button, on the other side. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, now he settles down. Now he's fine now, everyone. He's decided that just sitting here is fine. See you all later.
Bye.